We'll get to it.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is Robert here once again, running the New World of Darkness. We're running Harvesters. I believe we're at part 5 right now. For those that left off, for those that are just joining us or watching us whenever, we have a few new people. We have a girl by the name of Vanessa White who will be playing with us as well. We also have Sly back again, and there are two people. The guy who gets messed with has dual personalities, so there'll be another person playing along with him as well. We left off with the characters just realizing that they needed to head off to the rest stop. Now, most of them have found themselves needing to get to the rest stop to get the information that they need to continue the rest of the scene. We will hope that Alejandro will join us here once again to continue the game. We left off with everybody spending another night in there talking to people, figuring it out. They came across some very interesting things, a very interesting room that Billy is very obsessed with at the moment.
I ran out of that room.
Other than that, so the game's going to start here, and you guys find yourself, and you guys are at the motel, about ready to go over to the rest stop. Feel free to go ahead and start gabbing.
How long am I going to be conscious for after I stab the eyeball?
So then we'll just make sure that we get you to wherever you need to go quickly.
I'll go get some ice water and see if I can splash him in the face and wake him up.
I'm probably smoking a cigarette outside my, standing beside my window, my own room.
Alright.
Vanessa sits outside of the hotel room. That's the hotel, right? And is having a smoke and drinking, waiting to hear any news.
Sly is out there having a cigarette. What he realizes, he sees this very tough-looking lady, probably in her early 20s, sitting there having a cigarette, drinking a Budweiser, and munching on candy corn. While she's sitting there, a guy comes walking up to her and goes, "Hey, yeah. So I'm gonna pay you money, and you're gonna let me stick it in your vagina, right?" That's how that works, right? Yeah.
Oh, baby, you're so adorable. Why don't you come a little closer? Let me get a good look at you.
This should be good. He ponders about the dude fixing to get his ass kicked.
The gentleman that is looking at him is definitely a redneck, inbred motherfucker with bad teeth and a receding hairline. But maybe for some reason must be a farmer because he still has somewhat cut frame. But he starts getting close to her. He's like, yeah. He starts putting his hand in his overall, stroking his cock as he's looking at her. Yeah, let's do this, baby.
Welcome to a game with Robert Hughes.
Wait, so hang on. There's already rape. I'm enjoying myself.
Vanessa reaches up and moves his hand and kind of puts her hand into his pants and then grabs his junk and twists and rips down so that his head is right next to hers. Now, sweetheart, if you want to get some, I suggest you go to a cow because the only inbred you're going to fucking get. Get off my lot, and I don't want to fucking see you again, or I'll take a bullet and blow this junk off. Passes him back.
Fucking bitch!
Is probably trying to not laugh his ass off right now as he's watching.
Robert, may I do an entrance for my character because I feel that this is the perfect moment?
Yeah, sure. You're you're finding yourself in Rivers Run. You actually get dropped off by a taxi, and this taxi is one that, well, it makes the one look like in Vampire Bloodlines. Makes it look like makes that one look like a brand new cab.
So basically what you're saying is the last person who actually used this was quite possibly in the 1960s when they still had desegregation.
Pretty much.
Stepping from the taxi is a relatively well-dressed individual with a long black trench coat and a fedora hat, a red tie and a golden tie pin. He looks as the redneck is rather swiftly dispatched outside the motel and chuckles to himself. Well, I think that I may have discovered a place of effervescent interest in this little hick town. What can I say? He calmly walks up to the lady who has just so eloquently demasculated the redneck in what I can only describe as military precision. I'd ask you how much it would be for a tussle, my dear, but then again, I wouldn't like to end up the same way as that poor unfortunate motherfucker did. Well, let's face it, he's probably going to go home and fuck his mother now, because he ain't getting nothing here.
Oh, very nice of you, but I don't like men. I think they're grotesque. No offense, just I like my women. They're much more proper.
I think that sexuality is a dual form, my dear. One can find beauty in both, and one should not be limited to one or the other. The character takes off his hat. Lucien Lestrange, ever, always, and eternally your servant.
Pleasure to meet you, dear.
As you walk over to the lady and you get a closer look at her, you do realize that she's wearing a very kind of a see-through like shirt with definitely you can tell that there is a light blue bra underneath with white lace that goes around it. Wearing very tight-fitting shorts. She fills it out very well. Striking looks 3, very much noticeable. But at the same time, you also can get kind of a slightness that this girl has probably experienced a lot of things and done a lot of stuff. And you do notice that you've noticed now finally that she's actually sitting right next to a motorcycle, Harley Davidson, a newer design, but more streamlined. It's the style that, if you're not familiar with it, but you take a Harley Davidson and you mix it with a crotch rocket. It's usually called the V-Star. Is the style of it, but it's a Harley meets a liquid-cooled intake system like a crotch rocket. And she's sitting there, like I said, you should have a cigarette, you've done your intros. Arsenal walks up and goes, well, I see here that we have ourselves another person. Name is Alexander Eldolfson, or you can just call me Arsenal.
Lucien turns around, takes his hat off again. As always, a pleasure, Monsieur. Lucien Lestrange, at your service.
Oh, very good. Now, I see that what brings you here into this, with our little grid, our group that we have. Wow, you're making me go Russian and Southern at the same time, you son of a bitch.
Clearly you were a mutt, you know, your mother was from Moscow, your dad was from, your dad was from the Bayou, it was all good. Out of curiosity, why in the name of Christ am I here? Just give me some kind of motivation. And
the reason why you're here, you came across, okay, like this is like any good horror movie set or a episode of Supernatural. Where people find themselves out in the middle of nowhere in search for particular items or things. You're following up with a kind of a lead that was brought to your attention by a girl by the name of Christina Reese. She's a fence that you use quite often to get stuff moved from here and here. She's a great girl. You've done a lot of things with her. She's kind of the strong, sexy type. Always smells of cigarettes and shampoo. And if she was in the right lighting, she would look even more attractive. But she was definitely a tough broad. It's also the same person that Vanessa is looking for too as well. And what you're trying to follow up with is you need an item moved, a particular thing, and you're here to help. You're here to pick up all you know it's some type of an occult crate that you're supposed to pick up for somebody, and you're supposed to get it from the fence and then have it delivered and turned around and brought back to the person that you're working a con with.
Okay. So have I been given any information on who to see when I get into the town, or am I to see this Russian chap, or is it?
You're actually looking for, like I said, Christina Reese.
I'm wondering if you could perhaps facilitate me in the finding of a lady by the name of Reese, first name Christina. She said to meet her here, and the lady's hardly ever tardy.
And at that time is when Justin's character comes walking down to meet with everybody else to walk out and go and take care of their business, and he hears you and everybody else mention that name as you bring that up.
Did I catch the name of a Mrs. Reese?
I did, Joseph calls as he leans out his window, finishing the last straw of his cigarette.
Yes, sorry, we haven't been introduced, and I'm being awfully rude to just kind of jump on it. My name's Aaron, pleased to meet you.
Lucien Lestrange, your servant, sir.
And I'm Joseph. I'll be down in a moment.
So what is your business with Miss Reese?
I was sent here to collect a package of sorts, and I intend to do that with as much expediency as is humanly possible.
I see. Unfortunately, she's run into a little bit of trouble.
And what do you mean by trouble?
Rob, can you give us a reminder?
Oh, okay. Actually, Billy should be able to do this. I'll let the
I
dwarf
pull out
handle
the
it.
cell phone and show the mismatched text.
He shows you a text that reads like a bad like a bad teenager writing it in a hurry. It says, "I'm being set up. Cops and motel guy in on it. Check my car. Alarm fake. Take what you need. Help me, and you are trying free." So it's all shorthand, but basically the translation comes out to being, go ahead.
Hmm?
Oh, basically the translation comes out being that, well, Victor should be able to fill him in on what's happening.
Oh, it basically means she was set up. We found her hotel room. It had been ransacked, and she's missing. And after interrogating the front guy, we found out she has been taken by this gang of people. And from the text, it says if we help her out, our thing is free. Well, she sent this out to pretty much everybody she had business dealings with, because apparently she was in big trouble.
I see. Well, I do declare this is not a situation that one would ever want to find themselves in. Was she taken by the police or by some other unseen forces?
It's a gang of people. They've done this before, but the sheriff in this town is deeply corrupt.
For which I learned the hard way. Joseph comments as he enters the room.
Well then, I do believe we should go and I'm going to go and have a talk with this sheriff. Can I ask, OC, may I have as I do have resources for, may I have brought some items with me, for example, a
Roll
resource?
4d10.
4d10?
Open bones and roll 4d10 for me.
That is not a problem, monsieur. It's actually resources 3, so should I roll 3d10?
3d10, yep.
3d10, d6, d10, 1, 2, 3, roll them bones. 27.
Holy shit, roll that 10 again.
You got to say the number of successes.
Yeah, I see them. Alright, so you only have $300 cash on you.
That's fine. Can I have some equipment on me?
Now you get to hear. Now you get to hear the one thing that everybody refers to as ominous. Me rolling dice. Just listen.
Gimp died to that sound.
What kind of resources are you looking for?
I need a computer with a high-speed mobile broadband connection, possibly linked to a satellite.
It would be lovely if you had it.
Actually, you do. Actually, you do have a computer. It does have a nice, good connection like that. You fire it up and you do what you normally do to get your work done and everything else. And then my 2 successes trump the fact that you have no fucking cell service. This entire area is analog.
That's fine. I should have.
It's like being in the Boundary Waters canoe area in Minnesota. You get no reception of any kind, but I'm giving you nice and giving you analog.
That's fine. Basically, what he's going to do with it is he is going to use my wonderful flim-flam artistry and I'll roll my intellect, I would assume, and my computers, which is 3 and 3, I think. Yeah, 3 and 3, respectively, with a bonus in hacking. That won't come into it. Basically,
you're not hacking, so there's no bonus.
I know. I'm just saying, okay. 3 and 3, basically to create documents for myself that will look somewhat official, in order to basically brag that I'm an attorney, and I'm coming to
All right. What's your total die pool?
6.
Right. You're gonna have a -3.
Roll 3 dice.
And you need 2 successes at a minimum.
Well, why am I -3?
Because that's how New World. That's how New World does. Like when it comes to like, I have to impult the difficulty, or you trying to do this or make this happen. I give you anywhere from a -5 to a -1 to a -5 as a penalty. I don't change the DC. The DC stays the way that it is. If you're doing something good or people are working together, you get anywhere from a +1 to a +5, which means that many dice to your pool. So I'm reducing this because you're trying to do it, but you're also trying to make sure, because a lot of those programs actually use satellite or offsite servers to be able to make official-looking documents depending on the type of program that you're using.
Right, so basically if I don't get this right, it'll be basically your computer has come up with an error message, you can't do this, pretty much.
Basically, because of the area that you're in, it's all fucking jack-wiggled.
Cool, let's roll these bones and see if I get anywhere. No!
Oh!
I probably just broke my computer.
You don't have, no, you don't, see, that's the nice thing about this system, is you can get ones like that, and it's not considered a botch or anything. The only time you get a botch is when I reduce your die pool all the way down to a point where,
you get the chance
where you
die.
have a chance die. So I can actually put a -5, and if that reduces you to no dice, then you have a chance to roll 1d10, and if you get a 10, you can continue to roll it if you keep getting 10s. And if you get a 1 on that chance die, then you fail miserably, and then the computer probably blows up and you take damage, depending on how I'm feeling.
Well, it would appear as though I'm not going to be able to do anything with this piece of crap. Lucian puts his laptop back in his briefcase and stands up. Very well then, can one of you kindly gentlemen show me where the sheriff likes to hang his hat, as they say?
Well,
we might want to tell you something about the sheriff before you go out to meet him. Through a bit of research that I found out, this entire town was founded on an alliance between the sheriff and a local murderer.
A guy by the name of D'Angelo.
Dun dun dun.
The guy's got a group of people. They kidnap people on a regular basis out of this motel, and they drag them off to some cabin in the woods to do horrible, horrible things. And the sheriff, being corrupt, just looks the other way, and if anything nice comes into the town, ooh, it's evidence.
Vanessa overhears what everyone's talking about and looks back and says, if you want your shit done, you do it yourself. The pigs aren't gonna fucking help you with shit.
Exactly, my dear. That's why I intend to go and fry up some bacon.
Victor Voorhees, by the way. I reach my hand up to you. I'm only 4 feet tall.
I'm sorry. Was your mother a fan of slasher movies, son?
A bit.
I see. Lucian extends his hand and shakes Victor's. Well, looking on the bright side, if anything ever does happen, you, sir, are immortal and will come back to life from any large body of water.
I hope so.
Either way, wasn't there a spot that we're all getting ready to head up to? Maybe you guys could tag along.
Stop.
Where did you want us to go, sir?
GM.
The rest stop is where we were headed.
Yeah.
What, do you need to take a leak that badly?
No, but one of the two of the people in the gang work at the rest stop nearly non-stop.
You guys need backup?
Oh, yes, my lady.
Ooh.
Now, you seem like... Oh, Jesus
You really
Christ, that made me sudden.
Fuck you, sir.
So I take it that, Mr. What, you said your name was Lucas something? Is that was your name?
Lucius Lestrange, sir.
Lucius Lestrange. I can't do names very well. You have to forgive my accent. It's very thick. Excuse me for interrupting your conversation. This guy is dressed, he looks like, I'm not sure if you watched the TV series Arrow at all.
I've seen 1 or 2 episodes.
Okay, so it's basically the main guy, and if you ever were to have his shirt off or whatever, you would see a bunch of scars and everything else on it. He's dressed like a Full Metal Alchemist, basically. But it's all, like, taken in. It's not loose. It's not flowing. It's like a leather. It's a leather. It still has that part that opens up here across. There's like a half coat that opens up, and there's exposed a different color underneath of it. and he's also has a crotch rocket parked to Miss Vanessa's as well. He goes, think it, Miss Vanessa, you seem like you've been in this area before. Do you you might know these gentlemen? Do you know their names?
I don't converse with your kind, no offense. I might have passed them, but if it's not my problem, it's not my issue. But I'm willing to help a hand. I'm looking for a little trouble anyways.
My dear, you seem like the kind who trouble would follow like stink on a donkey.
Only if you know how to handle it.
You seem like a very strong woman, and I'm not used to dealing with women that are this strong unless they're from Russia.
Well, yeah, but then again, you have to bear in mind, in Soviet Russia, or indeed in Russia, all the
You
people...
better watch the way you finish that sentence, boy.
Did you... Hang on. Did your accent just change?
You fucking vodka. You fucking bastard bitches. See, I can't do vodka. Fuck you and your fucking southern accent. I pick it up like son of a bitch. You goddamn piece of shit. I shoot you in the head and you're dead. Get out of my game.
Hang on. I believe I deserve a trophy. First major break of the GM.
It's not
By the way, no, hang on. I'm going to complete my sentence. I think we all know that in old Russia that all the citizens are in fact bears on unicycles, or if that's what American Dad has taught
I
us.
think that I have problems with the way that I speak, but my mother was Russian and my father was Southern, so you have to understand sometimes I switch.
You're not allowed to steal my ideas.
It happens. You have to deal with it, you blonde-haired piece of shit.
Right. Let's get this together. It was Vanessa, wasn't it?
Yes, sweetheart.
Yeah, by all means. Why don't we get this all gathering on the go? A little bit of backup, good, because these are dangerous people.
Oh, you're cute.
Hey, we're going to have to deal
Dangerous
with
people.
that's why we're going to bring the Nutcracker Princess along with us.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, you can't
I'm sure
believe,
that-
like sparkles in the sky.
I think we're going to get along great. Shall we walk and talk?
Oh, be my guest, sweetheart.
Okay, Jim, we're going to head towards the Red Stop.
Yep, as you start to walk across the... Mute yourself. Once you start walking across the... You're literally going from the motel, getting yourself up, walking across the streets, across the highway, you get to the rest stop. And I'll throw up an overlay here so you can all see what the rest stop looks like. Pause.
That roll was almost as bad as yesterday.
You all continue to walk across the street, and as you walk across over to the truck stop, you see a series of trucks all parked up in a line. You realize you see it under the big sign. You actually walk past all the semis, and you actually have to walk down a steep set of stairs to get down to the local truck stop area. Where you guys walked into is where the semis can pull in, and there's a local there's an automotive car line that connects back around the back side of it and gets it out so they stay out of the way of the trucks. So you walk in.
Can I point Robert, can I point something out? At this moment in time, I'm casually walking down the row of trucks, looking to see if any one of them have keys in the ignition.
I'll give you a chance, guy. Nope.
Oh, I wanted to ram the truck into the truck stop.
You need to have at least 3 to 4 in drive to do a semi.
I have 3.
It's 3, you still get a -1, but 4, you can actually manage it.
I just wanted to smash the truck into a building. That's hardly hard, is it?
A little bit crazy to do first. We actually need to go and talk to these people.
Alright.
Yeah, 'cause we don't know where this
Alright, so
cabin
here we
in the
go.
woods
As you guys
is.
walk up, from the distance, it seems like a half-dead thing, festooned in flickering neon lit from within by a dim halogen bulbs. Upon closer inspection, the rest stop seems alive with the simmering menace The rows of shelves and the long counter have become have become obscene to navigate. And the door leading to the freezer in the back, an ideal spot for an ambush, you can realize. The building and its the ever-sounding buzz of the neon lights, with a sense of impending violence in the air, just always seems to be ripe within this place. The gravel from the badly pitted asphalt crunches softly underfoot. The acrid smell of gasoline hangs heavy in the air. The promise of danger seems to sharpen all of your senses. You are aware of the irregular buzzing of a sputtering neon sign, and the faint reek from the dumpster out back as you walk into the front parts of the building. You enter into the building.
This place is a hellhole. We look around to see if anyone's inside the building.
Would it be appropriate to use my common sense check?
What are you looking for?
Just anything out of the ordinary, or probably something. I probably don't have a lot of money, and no supplies whatsoever except for a flashlight and my keys. So just anything that.
Joseph is one of the guys that came up with us, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Joseph arrived on his own. He's looking for a ring.
Yeah.
From her.
For her, yeah. For this girl,
Yeah.
is.
Looking on the eternal bright side, this is quite possibly one of the greatest shitholes I think I've ever set foot in. And I've been to Louisiana.
This makes some of the places in Russia look fancy.
Damn.
Russia is a shithole.
That's why I'm no longer in there.
Let's keep moving.
All right, you walk into the diner, and like the description said, there's that buzz of neon, the smell of diesel fuel everywhere, and the fact that once you walked in, people seem to have left through various exits.
Damn straight, mofos.
And you, Victor, give me a perception roll, +1. Perception in this game for you, Mr. Sir, who's joining us from far, far away next to the other gentleman, is wits plus occult. Or wits plus composure, sorry.
Okay. Wits plus composure. With a +1?
Yep, with a +1, because you're short. That's why I'm giving this to you.
Not bad. Roll the 10 again.
Oh shit, I should open up Bones to see what he's doing.
2.
So, 2 successes.
You do notice that same fat bastard man that had the daughter who had blood on her inner thigh. Or dried blood on her inner thigh.
Cool. I'd have a pistol with me in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, are there people in here, Robert? Yes, you said there were people.
There are like a few, yeah, as they're leaving.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with the... I'm actually going to change my accent with this one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with the Health Inspector's office. Would you please kindly stay where you are? I'm here to inspect this premises for the Food Hygiene Bureau. I'll happily roll a persuasion check.
No, you're going to roll a... I'm going to have you roll a manipulation and subterfuge.
While he's doing that, I'm going to lightly elbow Aaron in the knee and glance over to the guy from the store.
Epic faux pas on my part.
Okay.
Robert,
Yes,
I may have put points into something I didn't want and forgotten to put points into something I wanted. Can I put
well,
points?
presence. Okay, what you were like. Presence is like your overall presence of your and beauty of your.
No. As in, I was convinced. Sorry, as in, I thought empathy was for lying, rather, and I didn't see subterfuge.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
Can I just do a straight switch of empathy for subterfuge?
Yes.
I thought the two did different
Okay,
things.
guys, so you're rolling 7.
I'm rolling 7 dice.
Okay. Well, what's the successes? 8 and above, but roll them out. Okay, roll
Holy
the
shit.
again.
2 10s, roll 2 more d10.
No, not the modifier. You've got it. There
Yeah, I
you go.
know. Thank you.
3 and 2, so only 2 successes.
2. Some people believe you, but the truckers just kind of shoot you a glance that would make sour milk curdle even more.
This will of course be as painless as is possible. I will just need an inspection of your facilities, if you would be so kind, in order to make sure that you comply with.
Who the bloody Sam Hale motherfucking son of a bitch do you think you are, you fedora wearing, fancy pants looking bastard? I'm the owner of this establishment here, and what brings you into this place? We ain't have no such thing as health inspectors or county things. We don't deal with that shit. You shut your mouth.
Clearly not. I mean, look at the state of this place.
Shut your mouth.
Lady with
No, you are not understanding. You will shut your mouth and let me speak first. You fedora wearing Michael Jackson reject.
Vanessa steps in and walks up to him and says, "Oh, sir, don't worry." Pulls out a knife and takes it up to his throat and pulls out a 50 cal Desert Eagle and points it back towards everybody else and says, "Now this is going to be quick and painless, sweetheart. Now you just fucking settle down and you fucking take a seat or I'll cut those balls off and feed them to you."
I think I'm in love.
Alright, so I'm going to pause that for a second. Bria, I'm going to need you to go ahead and give me a roll on your character sheet. So look on your sheet.
Yep.
What you're looking for is have bones open. You're going to click on, you're going to do presence plus intimidation, which I think I gave you some intimidation. If I didn't, I was dumb.
Okay.
Nope, I did. I gave you 4 dots in intimidation.
Nice.
God damn.
So I gave her. I spent some of the experience that you guys already acquired on her sheet to keep her up to par.
Yeah.
Hang on. How much experience was given so I can jigger my sheet appropriately?
Don't worry.
5.
Only 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a double.
And I also cheated on a few spots for her just because she's probably not going to play often. So, all right. So it's going to be you're going to roll your presence. You're going to roll your intimidation.
Okay. Present.
And you're gonna get one hell of a bonus because you've got a knife to his crotch.
Yep, I'm going to take that all into consideration. So,
Okay. Present.
all right,
there
here.
it is.
Yep, your presence is up towards the top, so you have 3 dots. So that's 3 dice.
Yep.
Plus you're adding striking looks, so that's 3 more dice, so that's 6. Plus you're adding 4 more dice, so that's 6. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's 10
Plus
dice.
you'll have to roll 1 extra one for having the knife to the crotch. So roll 10d10 on bones.
So when I roll the d10, I have
When I roll a d10, since I haven't done this in a while, I just press the up button for how many dice I roll.
Yep, until there's a 10 next to the 10-sider.
Yep. Okay. Rolling.
Oh dear God.
And then one more, right?
2, 3, 4, and then one more.
3, 4, and then one more.
She
Wait,
got
God, if
2.
you get 6 successes, this guy's actually gonna die.
And then roll 2 more d10.
And then roll 2 more d10.
Okay.
All right.
She got 4 successes.
In this game, Evan, if you actually get 5, which is the same thing you can apply for the game that you run, if you get 5 successes, that's what's called cinematic success or epic level successes, which means anything can happen if you have 5 or more successes on a dice. Like, you could jump from a moving car while shooting 2 guns in the air, doing a backflip, and then landing on your feet and kill everybody in the room if you got more than that many. But she has a total of 4. I'm going to roll this guy's composure, which is like 2.
He made his pants.
Yeah, he did. He peed his pants, and let's see if the rest of the place leveled out. Yep, the other place all emptied out. Sly, I want you to give me a roll.
Alright.
Give me a perception roll, please, because I want to see if you notice 2 gentlemen slipping out back.
Perception.
So that's
Where
gonna
do
be
I find
wits
out
and
my
composure.
character? Ah.
Wits composure.
Wits and composure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 for wits, 3 for composure. 6 d10. Alright.
Yep.
Rolling.
That's
One
One.
success.
Aw.
Ooh. You did notice.
Yay.
You notice one guy popping out the back. He's kind of wearing like a he's a scrawny ass little fucker. He's wearing a marijuana hat that's white
Lord.
and has red along the side. Has a big old marijuana plant leaf right on the top there, or for you British people, you know, cannabis.
I'll base your cannon.
Sitting there, and he's got a shitty ass cross tattoo on his neck right here. Like, this guy's gangly, and he's got like long disheveled hair, just all crazy out from underneath the hat. Wearing a Hot Topic shirt that was probably meant for a girl. It's got like a skull on it that's all shattering and breaking apart. It's part of the effect,
Right.
but it's tattered and ugly. The jeans are definitely carpenter jeans, so it's very redneck style of jeans. And you can also notice that he does not successfully have a gun tucked in his back very well. It's kind of easy to notice with somebody who is so skinny.
Right. I guess I'll pat. Joseph will pat Victor on the shoulder and neck and gesture towards that way and follow the dude while everybody's kind of intimidating the redneck guy.
But before we continue, Lucian is going to lean into the redneck and go, well now, we seem to be at a slight. Lean into the guy who just literally pissed himself. Well now, it seems we have a bit of a problem here. Now, there are many ways we could come to an agreement with this problem. You see, as your health inspector, I could let this all go. I could let you threatening my colleague and myself go. You know, this will of course cost you $500 for both of us. You'll pay that now, or she'll be removing the testicles.
All right, give me persuasion and persuasion and presence.
The knife to the nuts isn't persuasive enough.
Right, hang on.
Well, no, it is for her. She's getting those bonuses, and he's just stepping in on the conversation. So now he has to convince this guy that he's just as much a threat as Crazy Lady.
I see.
Well, while they're doing that, I'll elbow Aaron in the knee again and point to the guy slipping outside.
Is this
Arsenal? Could you quickly lodge an arrow next to that guy's face before he leaves?
Yeah,
hang
I
on,
think-
question, is this
No,
just raw roll of my, or do I get any bonuses considering she's got a knife to his crotch and he's pissed scared?
All right, so yeah, you'll roll your presence. How many dots you got in presence?
I have 6 dice in all, 3 and 3.
Okay, and then I'll also give you a +1 for teamwork.
Okay, throw it on. 7 dice.
Okay, so that's 7.
2 successes, roll the 10 again.
2 successes.
2 successes. Shit, son of a bitch, man. I'll pay you money if you're robbing me. You know, I understand. I get it. I do. You can take all the shit. Safes in the back.
Excellent. I'm going to calmly go to the back. I take it he'll tell me.
But wait, now we're gonna have to roll initiative because as that happened and you talk to him with this happening, 5 very large truckers walk in to their favorite rest stop to have food, shit, shower, shave, and masturbate to the dirty-ass magazines in the men's room. And these 5 come walking in to see this. I have to see how they care. Oh, wow. It only seems like 2 of them care. Yep. 2 of them walk in. The other 3 are like, fuck that. They walk back out because they've dealt with her before. They've seen her act before, so they don't want to deal with her. Because she kind of catches a notice out of the corner of her eye that she had dealt with those men before. So we will need to roll initiative. So Billy, go ahead, and I would like you to keep track either in the chat for me or...
Okay.
First combat scene.
Well, not the first, just the first lethal one.
I guess I'll open the chat. And keep track of it in chat for me, and actually put it in actual order. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll for the NPCs first.
So everyone just keep track of your number, and then I'll put them in order of highest to lowest.
So
Wait, so you roll a d10 or d20, a d10 and add your modifier.
Yep.
yeah.
6, 7, 8.
So you are on +3 modifiers. So
Yeah.
let's get you out the way. You're on 9,
Ooh, 9, yeah.
and I have a. I have that. And I'm on 13.
What's initiative mod go off of?
I'm on.
Goes off your dexterity plus composure. Alright, so NPCs. Cole, the guy who's sneaking out the back with the marijuana hat's on an 8. The truckers are on a 8, 9, 10. And Arsenal is on... It's on an 11.
I'm on
Okay.
13.
I'm on 13 too, so I'll just let you go first, Aaron, to make things easier. How do you spell your character's name? Your picture's a little blurry.
Aaraon.
I think my bones is bugging out on me.
That happens. I'll just roll for you.
I appreciate it. I think I might have spammed the
You've got a 10.
roll a few times, so I got a 10.
Add your mod.
Alright. Mod is 5, so my number's 15.
Again, you're up first.
Okay.
Alright.
So, hold up.
Alright.
I'm going to stop the recording for a second while we're doing that. Alright, so first up on this is going to be Vanessa. What is your plan of attack?
Attack.
So, I'm not gonna attack yet. I'm gonna tell the guy, alright, now sit your ass down. I'm gonna sit on the table right in front of him with a knife between my legs, still pointing at his junk. I'm gonna hold my pistol behind me still, making sure nothing happens at an angle that I can see both at a peripheral, and let you guys do what you want to do because I came for fun.
Alright, then Joseph is up next.
Do you guys, I guess everyone, can you guys handle this? I have something interesting to follow. And I guess Joseph is going to go after that shady looking character in that. We'll go after him.
Alright, sounds good. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll then.
What is stealth? How do I...
Dexterity plus stealth.
Dex plus stealth. So... 2 and 2. 4 d10s. Let's see if Bones doesn't bug out on me again. Rolling. Alright. I got 1 success.
1 success?
1 success.
Let's see if you can fake it. Nope, he can't fake it. So he picked up on the fact that you were trying to sneak up on him, but then he goes to try to act like he doesn't notice you, but he ends up does noticing you. But he continues to try to really badly fake the fact that he doesn't know you're following him.
Let me dig into my pocket and can I use my keys as a weapon if need be? Just leave my fist grasp around my keys.
What it can do is it allows you to. You can actually use it and adds you a +1 lethal to a punch instead of it doing bashing damage.
All right, cool. I'll leave my hands in my pockets, just fumbling with my keys, and I guess call after him. Hey, how you doing? Where you going? Cause I'm interested in this dude.
That's your turn, so that's what you can get done. Aaron, it's your turn.
I'm gonna delay my turn to act with Arsenal.
Okay. Well, that happens. Somebody laughs about it. Let's see. Victor. Victor, it's your turn.
Let's see. I have that big like security guard flashlight that I have. Do these truckers appear to like they're not pulling out any weapons, are they?
No, but they're looking around like they're gonna grab some.
Okay.
But they're beefy enough that it looks like they could probably have a good snag behind their hit.
Okay. Can I ready that if one of them swings, I want to flip on this flashlight and stare it right in their eyes, so to give them a penalty when they try to go to hit?
Oh yeah, do a blinding attack.
Yeah.
Sounds
So you
cool.
want to wait till they react? Okay.
Yeah, I want to wait till they react, and then when one tries to attack, I will shine this big-ass flashlight in its eyes.
Alright, I'm going to do Arsenal now. He was already told to do something. So, Arsenal goes to his back, and out of the pocket slit that's in the back of his jacket, pulls out a compound bow, and he flicks it out. It actually clicks open, so it goes from combat to up here and flicks down. Draws an arrow. Dexterity. So it's going to be 9, I'll be 10. Oh, I got a DC 4. Alright, let's see what he does. Oh yeah, 1 success. Good enough. Takes an arrow out, does a quick draw, shoots it. Now this is probably the reason why Sly or Joseph, why your guys seem to notice / now do a horrible job at faking that he knows you're there, as an arrow comes whizzing by and just barely glances his cheek and hits the door on his way out, and the guy has a little bit of blood that runs down, just kind of like a paper cut, if you will. And he just kind of goes, "Is that going to be good enough for you, guy?"
Perfect.
Now it's your turn to act, Aaron. Since you waited to Arsenal's turn.
Yep. I'm going to now have my little statement, since the guy knows that he just got nicked, and well, I'm going to shout with him. The next shot isn't going to miss. Come back and take a seat. Click. And I will. Please take a seat. I want to be reasonable.
You crazy ass motherfuckers! Oh my god, you're so fucking crazy! I'll sit! He sits right onto a thing, a bunch of beer that sits there at the truck stop by the back door. Just sits, holding his hands up like a scolded little puppy as he's just freaking out.
That's what I like to see, man.
Let's see, now it's going to be Cole's turn. Cole's gone. No, Cole. He sits and freaks out. Lucian's gone. Truckers. They just start laughing, pounding their fist. We're going to have ourselves a dwarf beating contest. Ha, ha, ha. So the first guy is going to go to punch you. Do you want to use your flashlight on the first guy or the second guy?
The first one to come at me.
Alright, so his strength is 3 plus 1 more. I'll make it 4. And his brawl is 2. Gets a +1 for punching. What's your defense?
My defense is... I don't have it down. What constitutes defense?
Lowest of dexterity or wits.
They're both the same, 2.
Alright, so 2.
Well, I have a 2 dexterity and a 2 wits, and then
Yeah,
my
so it
size
makes you
is
have
4.
a 2 defense.
And then my size is 4, not 5.
Alright, I'll take 1 off for. I'll give you a +1 for your size. So make your defense 3 or make a note of it.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, and the flashlight to his face. Wow, he does manage to swing wild and actually kind of clips the crown of your head. But he had enough force behind it and kind of just catches you on the side like this as he kind of completely biffs the opposite direction. You'll take 1 point of bashing damage.
Ow.
The other guy... I'll just roll the same dice pool. Well, actually, I'll get 1 more for... He's not going to use flashlight. Oh, dear God. Oh, and your defense actually drops when you have multiple opponents. So, okay. Now that's something for the rest of you all to know too, is when you're surrounded or people and you start working together on a person, so if your defense is, let's say, like his is 3, and he has 3 people that are fighting him. First person has a -3 to try to hit him. Second person only has a -2. Third person only has a -1 to hit him, and then if there's a 4th person, he would get no defense to hit against that person.
Yep, yep. Makes sense.
Just letting everybody know that's how it works.
Cool, cool.
And you will take another point of bashing as this guy like swings downward and hits you right on the top of the crown of your head. They're just like pounded on top of your head.
Guys, ow.
And they're laughing as they're beating a little dwarf because they feel special about themselves.
I'm gonna kneecap somebody with this damn flashlight.
You you wrote down the stats of that, right? It can be used as the club.
I know.
Pitch.
I know,
Like,
but
what, 3 bashing?
yeah, I thought somebody was gonna pull out a gun, and when they tried to shoot it, I was gonna do the
God,
flashlight
you
now.
had a 3 bashing? All right, well, you got lucky on that one. I didn't. Well, they're also swinging down. If you're gonna punch somebody, it's a 3 bashing that it adds to your pool.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right, back to the top of the order. Vanessa.
Vanessa hears the guys beating on Victor and turns around, aims, and takes fire. So what do I roll? Yes.
1 second.
I'm a bitch.
My God, you're actually going to shoot somebody.
She does only have morality 6.
Okay.
Would it be odd to say I like the sight of blood?
I think she's getting a little drunk.
She's a
No.
slasher.
A little bit. Well, like, since we're off camera, Rob and I have been watching.
All right, so you have a heavy pistol as you're going to take aim to shoot the guy. What you're going to do is take your dexterity. So
For your dexterity areas, and that's going to be
4.
4. Your firearms.
Firearms 3.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus 3.
So 8, 9,
11.
11.
Yep.
Okay, so here's my first roll.
You have to subtract 2 dice from that pool.
Okay, so
9.
So
I've
nice.
already rolled 10, but I'll roll 9 if you
Just
guys
roll
want.
it again.
Okay. Wow.
And 1 success.
1 success.
Hey, that's worse in your favor.
So as
the
this
small mute.
Sorry.
As the small, like I hear my own voice and it bothers the shit out of me, and then the computer catches it, and then I'm going to look even more foolish on this whole recording thing than I already do. So this 20-something, easily probably $1.15, maybe probably $1.15, $1.20, maybe a little even more stockier than that, but all worn very well, tough-looking bitch. Shoots this, has this huge 50 cal rifle that she brings out, and as the recoil goes off, her arm doesn't even seem to move, but it does. The motion does cycle through, and you do get her chest does move as she fires this, but that's the only part that moves on her in a good fashion, as the guy gets hit for 1 point of lethal damage and automatically throws his hands up and starts walking away from the fucking dwarf like a little bitch as you shoot him in like a leg or someplace not.
Well, just kind of scrape the arm by, just to kind of say, yeah, fuck you beating on a dwarf. Next shot is in your face.
So I'm gonna roll the
Yeah,
composure on the
that's pretty
second
much what I'm gonna
trucker.
say. Leave him the
Yes.
fuck alone.
Yeah. The other trucker also backs off and stops immediately, as they don't want to have to deal with the fact that this bitch has got a 50 cal rifle, 50 cal Desert Eagle pointing at her.
That's a pistol.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
There's also a 50 cal rifle. There's also
I know, but you've been stating pistol and you keep saying rifle.
yeah, but it's a 45 caliber to 50 cal. It's probably a 45 caliber. She can one arm it.
Yeah, those guns are scary. I've seen them.
Yeah, they're the worst thing. All right, so now it's Joseph's turn. As you hear the crack of a low thunder boom that sounds like something out of, I don't know. It just echoes horribly through the entire building as this deep gunshot.
He winces and looks over to the scene that's falling out of the fight scene and gestures to Cole, who he's escorted back over with everyone else. You see, my friend, you don't want to piss anyone off here. He has wonderful aim, as you now know, and she, I'm learning, you don't even want to piss off. As for you, who are you, and why were you trying to sneak away?
Arsenal will now take this time to go too quick, since we're getting out of combat. You guys, hey fatties, get the fuck out of this place, otherwise I'm going to put holes in you and make you ventilated. We've got questions. The truck drivers don't even want to fucking mess with this. They're like, fuck this, we were trying to help our guy, whatever. They leave. The other characters that are not here are out front kind of doing the whole bodyguard, standing, making sure no one's going to come in and mess with anything, or anybody's making any unwanted phone calls. Feel free to start interrogations, and you already did, because Joseph asked a question. Hey, I don't know what the hell you're trying to, what you're trying to get at here. Why you even want to talk to me? I don't know what's going on. Dude.
I have empathy and 2 dots for empathy, and my common sense is 4 dots. So I'm gonna see if he's bullshitting me and see how he feels.
Okay, give me a
Perception and empathy. Perception and empathy.
Yeah, I would say perception and empathy with your common sense as a bonus.
Alright, so my perception is wits plus composure. That's 6 dice plus my empathy.
No, presence. Sorry, presence.
Yeah, sorry.
Presence plus empathy plus common sense.
Alright, presence plus empathy is 3 dice plus common sense is 4 dots. So 4 dots is 4 dice.
Yeah.
How many?
Roll 7 dice.
Alright, thank you. I'll figure this out eventually.
No problem.
Everybody
We're
knows
making shit
this
up.
time.
We're making shit up as we go along.
2
2
successes.
successes.
No, we're not. I know this system.
Yeah, I don't. 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, he's not bullshitting you. He's genuinely freaked the fuck out.
Nice.
Is everybody out of the store at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Victor, you want to go ask the gentleman some important pointed questions?
We saw the room at the hotel.
What are you talking about? What room? What, dude? Well, I don't know what you're talking about, man. What?
Did you or did you not kidnap Miss... I forget.
Reese.
Miss Reese.
Dude, she's just on the job, man. I don't know why you need to concern yourself with such a low end bitch. I mean, she's just on the job, man.
Because we're on a job.
Yeah, unfortunately, she has some rather nice friends who have guns, who are quite willing to use them.
Okay. I mean, yeah. We nabbed the bitch, me and Vic.
Yeah, that's good. Where
And
is she?
at this time, Arsenal quick fires an arrow that as he fires it, he fires 2 in rapid succession. As the first one is fired, the second one goes off directly behind it. There's a kind of you all notice of the flash of your white eye, flash out of the side of your eye as the arrow gets shot, and as it goes, a rope comes flying from behind it from the other arrow as the other arrow turns into a rope, but you don't notice it. And then all of a sudden you hear kind of a guy scream and gasp, and then he yanks on the rope, and somebody falls out of the false ceiling right next to Vanessa. I think we had ourselves another looky lure.
Ah, thank you very much for Arsenal.
They have a pretty bad rat infestation.
And the person you find as this comes down is that guy. That man, dude, that's Vic, man. That's Vic. What are you gonna do?
Hey, Vic, how you doing down there?
Man, I don't want to have to answer to you. Just keep me away from that crazy bitch.
Vanessa already grabs his hair and pulls him, having him by her little side.
Speak of the devil and she will appear.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't have to be shy. Just tell us what we need and everything's gonna be okay. Alright?
All right, this gentleman, he has no hair, so what he actually grabbed was the beard. Grabbed her by his beard hair and drug him around.
That probably would have been nice to know.
Yeah, it still worked out for a better imagery to have it, you know. Oh man, what the hell do you guys want?
We want to know where Miss Reese is.
We have no fucking idea, man. No, man, we don't, dude. Yeah, guy, come on. We don't. We're just the muscle, man. We're just the hired muscle. That's what we do.
So then who do you work for?
We don't work for anybody. We work by ourselves. Who wants to check for bullshit?
Checking for bullshit.
Give me someone to kill.
I've already recorded the. I've already rolled the dice for this. They were trying to check out what was happening with these guys lying and whatnot. It has continued from there on. Aaron, as far as you're concerned, they're telling the truth. They work for themselves.
Okay, they work for themselves and they were hired to do a job.
Yep.
That doesn't make... Okay, so who hired you?
I told you, man. We're self-employed, dude. Yeah, man. We're self-employed. Yeah, man. Come on, dude.
That doesn't make any sense. You're self-employed, so you employed yourselves to kidnap her. In which case, where is she?
Alright, so you said you were the muscle. What'd you do with her then?
We didn't do nothing with her, man. We just dropped her off. Yeah,
Where did you drop her off?
Deal with her. Dude.
Where did you...
Yeah, no, man. We just to the point where we have to drop them off. We just did what we had to do. We were just trying to make a buck, man. We're just trying to be honest here, folk. And you're just being all crazy, weird people.
You want crazy, weird people. Vanessa, is your gun barrel still hot?
Oh, I believe it is.
We're not in the mood for fucking around here. I've been stuck at this shithole of a town for far too long, and you guys know the one person I really need to deal with. And I wouldn't be stuck in this town if you guys hadn't gone and fucking grabbed her. Yes, we're going to get medieval on your goddamn asses.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Vanessa.
Torture.
Go ahead and roll your manipulation and intimidation.
I'm spending a willpower for this.
Okay. Well, I'm having her do it too as she presses the barrel. And you also roll yours too. Manipulation and intimidation, Bria. So you're going to roll a total of 4, 5,
Can I assist Bria?
5, 6. 6 dice. Yes, you can assist Bria. How do you want to do that?
I'll pat the flashlight in my hands a couple times, weight it, and be like, this could crack a few bones, and hand it over to her if you don't want to waste a bullet.
Okay, go ahead and another intimidation. Aaron, what are you doing for your intimidation factor?
I believe my standard list of threats that I just made.
Okay, sounds good. Medieval torture. Got it.
Yeah. Am I rolling for this, or am I just giving her
No,
dice?
go ahead and roll your manipulation, intimidation as well. She's got 2 successes. I'm just going to add all your successes together to see how bad you break break coal.
Vanessa, you get to re-roll that 10.
Okay, so I got nothing.
All right, that's fine. Your threats are a little. Your threats sound a little too intellectual or social.
Yeah, straight above their head.
Yeah, straight over their head. The medieval. What the fuck's that mean?
I got 3 success. Does 8 count? Yeah, 3 successes.
Yes.
Yep. And how many did you get there, Victor?
Oh, I rolled 2. I thought I added on to hers.
So that's 5 total.
5 total. All right. Yeah. So as the hot gun barrel presses on the guy's shitty ass cross tattoo on his neck, you can hear the sizzle of skin as it's on there, and the skin is burned. The guy rears out in pain like a fucking crybaby. Like, it's just such a wuss. And as the tattoo later on, as when she pulls the gun away, you will see that the flesh has been seared away with the tattoo. So that shitty ass tattoo is gone, and all that's sitting there now is some kind of cock ass looking like penis hole.
She did you a favor.
And then Vic looks over at the door. He's just like, and he kind of covers his nuts, and like, all right, fine, yeah, fine. Jesus Christ, you fucking crazy ass bitches. Yeah, we work for somebody. All we did was drop her off at McGregor's, man. That's what we do. We just drop it off at McGregor. What the fuck is his name? They argue back and forth about the pronunciation of the name.
Doesn't matter about
Where
the
is it at?
name.
Matt Gruder. What, man? What?
Where is this place at?
You know, it's at his place, man. It's where he spends his time.
Don't fuck with us. Next is gonna be your pretty little fucking faces. Either fucking tell us straight, or you're both losing one of your precious little boys.
They finally stopped bickering back and forth and having issues with each other. And it was like, okay, God, McGruger's trailers is out at the end of at the end of the town. You turn off onto road 333, or sorry, 999. Turn off to on County Road 999. It's at the end of a long dirt road in the woods. It's where his trailer is, man. It's gonna be about like hour drive.
And that's where you drop Miss Reese.
That's just the man that that we deal with. So I don't know what happened if he picked her up, if they moved it, but we grabbed her and handed it over to Gruger. Then they pay us. So he might have more of your questions, man.
I think maybe we should take him with us. Maybe just to make sure. Insurance. No.
I don't want these guys hanging around too much. But pocket phones, wallet, you know the deal.
What? You're robbing us?
Well, I'm going to be taking your phones off you. I don't want you calling this guy, letting him know we're coming.
They seem very resistant to do it, but then they catch another glimpse of the dwarf and Vanessa, who's playing with a knife, and they slowly, like, fine, whatever, man. They take out their wallets and their shit and everything, the gun they had.
Vanessa walks over and gives them a pat down, making sure they took everything out.
Yep, you get a handgun and two handguns and another knife off these guys.
Cool.
I go over to Joseph goes over to examine the stash and requests for one of the handguns.
Yeah, by all means, here's a handgun for you, and Victor, here's a handgun for you.
Much appreciated.
Cool. Did these guys have like those analog phones?
Yep.
Yeah, we're taking those.
They're all prepaid phones is what you keep coming across.
Yep, very useful things to keep around, especially since these ones might have numbers on them.
Ooh, getting skeevy.
And the general wallet, I'm not, well, you know me, I'm not actually interested in the cash. What's in the wallet?
Just cash.
Okay, no kind of car, driving license, or anything like that.
Well, they have their driver's license and whatnot in it.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take the driving license, right. I'm taking your driving license.
Taking our IDs, man, what the hell?
Yeah. You can get another one of these pretty easy, but it means I know you. I know where you live. If you fuck us over, I'm going to hire some people to come to your house and beat you to death with a sledgehammer.
Oh, sweetheart, that's too simple.
They don't keep their composure. They just kind of like they just nod, shake around, it's like okay, fine, whatever. You guys are fucking. We're gonna get the fuck out of this town and get as far away from you fucking people as we can.
Good. In fact, I'm going to let you keep your cash so you can get out of town that bit faster.
All right, fine. And they scurry out like scared little fucking rats as they run out of the thing and get into their beat up old jacked up 4-wheel drive truck with mud and tires and the whole redneck exhaust system with the big old pipes on the end of it, make it sound all beefcake as they drive off.
I think, Vanessa, we're coming to a great working relationship.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I'm always happy to help.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Bar Manager, that it got so ugly in here, but those people kidnapped one of our friends, and we look after our own. I'm sure you understand.
Well, I've never really had my own but my father to look after, so I can understand to the slightest.
The truck stop owner comes up and goes, yeah, man, yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
Cool.
And he goes back behind the counter as he ducks down and waits for you guys to leave.
Victor, here's a handgun for you.
Thank God.
Can I examine my handgun? Like, what kind of gun is it? How many bullets is in it?
It's a full clip.
It's
It's going
gonna
to be a.
Yep, I'll be right back.
It's going to be
Should Vanessa just show him how to do it?
It's going to be a Glock 17 9mm. It's going to have a clip of 17 plus one in the chamber.
So what type of pistol would that fall under?
9mm.
Alright. What's the stats that goes along with using that?
That particular one, it's a light pistol. It'll add a 2 lethal to your die pool.
Cool.
Well, I mean, in my dice pool, what would it be under?
How you would work is if you were wanting to use this, you would take your dexterity plus your firearms, so whatever those dice are, and then you would add 2 more dice to that for the equipment that you're using to shoot the persons or whatever.
Alright. Can I use it if I don't have any points in firearms?
Yes, you can, but your firearms will be at a -1 for every shot that you do.
Alright. Sounds good.
So, alright, Victor, what they find out as you come out of the restroom, find out that it's in McGugo's trailers at the end of a dirt road off County Road 999.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go 9.99 miles after you get out of town, and it'll be on your left, and you take a right, and it's on a long dirt road out in the middle of the woods.
Well, let's get the van running.
I'll take my bike.
I like your bike. You seem to have some good taste here. It seems like the V-Star is going to be a very good choice. I usually prefer the Yamaha myself, but there's something to be said about the Harley Davidson.
You modify it enough, that baby will purr like a kitten for miles. No breakdown or anything.
You know, I'm sure that is a very, very nice thing you have there, huh?
Just like
they
mama.
talk about. So Joseph and Victor, what things do you want to do here as you get the car running and whatever else?
Let's see. How much time do we have?
You have, well, the sun will be up in like 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about an hour drive out to the trailers with those guys.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get that laptop that we took out of that other hotel room, and while we're driving, I'm not trying to do anything on the internet, but I'm trying to change the IP address of the laptop so nobody can trace it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence computers.
Okay.
I knew we should have got 2 packs. I knew we should have got 2 packs.
How many points do you have in that, bud?
3 successes.
Hmm? Alright, 3 successes.
Yeah.
You're able, that's, it's going to take you some time. You're going to probably need a grand total of 5.
Okay.
And that'll be about 30 minutes of work that you did while you were in the van.
Okay. So it takes an hour to get there. I'll just roll again, and that's what I'll be doing while we're driving.
Okay, go ahead and do that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5, wow, Jesus. So, you're like, oh, that's how I had to do that. I noticed it before, now I got to do it again. Oh, that's simple. And you just kind of scuttle through it just real quick. Justin, they're getting ready to get in the car. Looks like it's either you might have to be the one driving, or it's going to have to be Joseph.
I can drive.
I have 2 dots in driving.
I've only got 1. Go for it.
Alright, cool.
No, wait, I have 0. Never mind. You drive.
Yeah, you get drove around, Aaron.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I hired people to do this for me.
Alright, so if there's nothing else that you all want to do in the meantime, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and... Aaron, is there anything that your person wants to do? Looks like you're going to probably be getting going like 15 minutes when you get on the road. So in 15 minutes, is there anything that you want to do?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I want to thank you all for joining and playing this evening on Part 5 of the New World Harvesters. For tonight's experience, it's another game, so that's another 1 point. Plus, you're also going to get another one for it being 24 hours, and you should have, at the beginning of the session, you would have gotten back a willpower. So you'll be able to have that for the next one. So thank you.
Billy, how much XP does that put us on?
That puts us at 7.
Cool.
7 XP. And if I don't have enough by the time this whole thing ends, I'll make sure you have what this was supposed to give. I'm still trying to play through the exact way to give experience out for an SAS. But other than that, I want to thank you all for joining us this evening, and I'm going to stop the recording. It was a pleasure, and I hope you all were entertained and enjoyed the New World Part 5 Harvester team. Thank you.